Hello, everyone. I'm a little late. It is 7-Eleven, the time, not the store. Um, Being a person is hard in the morning, turns out. Waking up is hard, turns out. Um, Today was one of those days where I woke up and I was like, oh, thank God, I'm not waking up to an alarm. I've got time. Like, let me check what time it is. We'll see how long I have left to sleep. And it was 6:02. My alarm goes off at 6, and I was like, um, when did that go off? Because I don't remember that. Mexaf, Doct, welcome on in, guys. How you doing this morning? I am unfortunately up at this time every morning, Doct. I only stream this early on Fridays now because I usually at this time I'm getting ready to go to the gym. Because being a person's hard. Being a person sucks sometimes, and in the morning it's especially hard. I work at 9 a lot of the time these days, so like streaming for 2 hours at this time doesn't usually make sense. But Fridays I work at 10, so we have time for a morning stream on Fridays. So that's usually the plan. Echo, welcome on in. What color were carrots originally? White, I think. Maybe. I know some carrots can be white, like if they don't get enough like pigmentation or whatever. I actually don't know. This is another case of every day I wake up and I find out that I know fucking nothing about the world. People ask me a question about how something works and I'm like, "Oh, you know? I would also like to find out." I know The Sims? The Sims? My willpower. It's strong. I promised yesterday that I would, and then I gotta deliver. I gotta deliver once in a while so that you'll believe when I lie to you the other times, you know? About what game I'm gonna play. Purple. I don't know if I'd eat a purple carrot. Actually, scratch that. I would absolutely eat a purple carrot, I think. I just feel like it would taste like a beet, like kind of sweet instead. I bet are they related to beets? Again, I know nothing about the world, turns out. So going out of town this weekend. Where are you headed, dog? That sounds fun. I have no plans for this weekend. I never plan anything for the weekend. Mixed colored carrots for Christmas. Interesting. I didn't know they still existed either. Extra minerals and stuff. That's wild. This is like learning that corn didn't grow in the wild like a month ago on stream. Corn is not like a plant that happened. It's something that we made completely. Like wild. So weird. In the same family thing. Yeah, yeah. The same genus, the same science name. Whatever that is. I have no fucking clue what was going on last time we were in The Sims. I do not even a little bit remember. I'm willing to bet, just based on what I remember happening in the past of The Sims, we're probably headed to prom soon with Veronica for like the fourth time. Uh, Everyone else, I got no clue. I don't know. Melody's probably gonna pass away soon. Not today, but soon. Um, a gaming event. Ooh. Heck yeah. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you. That'd be awesome. I've never won a gaming thing like that. I don't think I've ever been to one, honestly. These days, big crowds like that kind of scare me. I don't know if I would be like particularly comfortable going to an event like that these days, but I want to. It's just I don't know if I would be able to enjoy myself, you know? One of the most stolen foods ever. That does not surprise me in the slightest bit. Um, Cheese actually activates the same portion of your brain as doing drugs does. There's like some chemical that your brain releases that is the same for cheese and drugs. So that doesn't shock me in the slightest. People are stealing cheese because they need a hit of cheese. And I can relate. Every once in a while, I know there's cheese in my fridge. I immediately have to go get one. I remember that there is cheese in the fridge, and I'm like, yeah, it is cheese time. You are right. It's, uncanny sometimes. And yeah, some cheese is pricey. The 4% of butter is stealing. Is butter stealing? Wait, what? The 4% is butter stealing? Are you saying that I'm stealing cheese? Or that 4% of people who are stealing food also steal butter? This is when having a food related name does come in a bit of a trouble when streaming. Are you talking about butter or me butter? I do love a bit of shoplifting some cheese in Target. It's true. Like specifically cheese. If I could steal string cheese, I probably would, but they are less often not in the package already. And I'm not the one breaking the package, but if I see a stray Baby Bell not in a bag, what am I just gonna leave it there by itself? Come on. Specifically random Baby Bells. I'm doing them a service, frankly. I'm cleaning up their store of products that they can no longer sell. I'm helping them out, you know? Again, same same thing. Helping them out. It was just a lone cream egg. Who's gonna buy that? That one's a little more just I wanted it, but yeah. When it's a corporation, I don't feel bad. I have no qualms. I don't even know what to do with Ernesto. What were you even getting up to, my guy? Painting? He's got to finish fishing at some point. Oh, it's 10:40 p.m. He should probably just go to bed. I know, I know. I'm switching it up today. Ever considered? How you doing this morning? This was my previous Sun Haven like obsession, and now this is where we are now. I have to break away from Sun Haven to come back to this. We will go back to Sun Haven later on today, though. I nearly started it up when I was booting up stream, but then I was like, no, I promised I would play The Sims. I should play The Sims. But we're definitely going back to Sun Haven later on. We're getting into plot now in Sun Haven. We can't just drop it. I know. Exposing my crimes. I've exposed them, unfortunately. I told multiple people about it. That one's on me. My shorts today. I'm usually wearing shorts on stream, actually. I feel like I don't even remember the last time I wore pants. I'm not gonna lie to you. It has been quite some time since I wore pants. Making me look extra thick. See, these shorts actually I thought didn't fit me as well as the shorts that I have been wearing lately, but I appreciate that. Thank you. Wow. The 2 times I've stolen a Baby Bell have really racked up. 10,000? Is that what you think of me? Is that how often you think I steal cheese? I appreciate it, but it's not true. It's a little less than that. Just a smidge. Repair? No. Why is this toilet broken? Who broke this? Take a feral poo. Tobias, what were you working on last? That's the real question. Fabrication still, I guess? So angsty. Who, me? I'm not angsty today. I'm sleepy, frankly. I'm not fully awake yet. Oh, Tobias. Oh, he's always angsty. No one understands him because he's a werewolf. Get over it. We've all been there. He's always so angry. The call of the moon. Oh, you know what? He's angry right now specifically because he's about to be a werewolf. Because it's a full moon, and he just has no choice. um, you just got back from prom for the fourth time. I swear to God, that's our fourth prom since Veronica started high school. Which, one for each year, I guess. Sugarfoot's hanging out front. Okay. I think we're all good. We can hit play 10 minutes into the stream. Sometimes just figuring out where everybody's at and what everybody needs to go do is the hardest part of The Sims. Is that what a feral poo looks like? I didn't realize that it looked any different. I don't know if I've ever watched Tobias take a poo. Oh, look at that Fury filling up. Yeah, he's gonna turn into a werewolf right now. Ooh. Write it down on a notepad. What? Tobias is in the middle of taking an angry poop. Melody, you can come get some food. Can you? You can. Okay. Ernesto's asleep and Tobias is enraged. However, can you regain control? No. Okay. In that case, it's time for your timeout. When he turns into a werewolf. Oh, where I left off, yeah. No, I might need to eventually write it down. Here, Tobias. Go here ferociously. I send him on timeout when he's a werewolf, so he doesn't snarl at anyone in the family. Starfish don't have brains. I feel like I vaguely knew that somewhere in the back of my head. Kerrigan's asleep on the pet bed! Oh, that's the first time I've seen him use it. I gave him his whole little area here. Send him to Vlad and leave him there. Kind of. We don't live in the world where Vlad does, but that's what we'll call it. Because I did just kind of send him off into the middle of nowhere. He'll make his way back. He'll find his way back. He's got a strong sense of smell. Jellyfish don't have a brain, yeah. That I knew. That I, very solidly knew. I mean, you can see through them, 90% of the time. You can see that they don't have a brain. They barely got organs, most of the time. Half of them don't even know how to, swim. They just kind of get carried along by the current. Yeah, you scratch at that ground. Maybe he'll find something for us. It seemed like it shouldn't be a thing. Oh my god, he did find something for us! A fire opal. Oh, okay. Wait, what are you gonna go do now? Zoomies. Oh. No blood. Oh, interesting. Yes, come hang out with Carrion. Oh my god, feel the love. Perfect. Give bath keeps popping up, so we'll try to give Carrigan a bath. Carrigan's usually dirty when we give him a bath, so this is just a preemptive one. You're thinking of doing a legacy? They're really, really fun. I'm really attached to this family. I think I might actually cry when Melody dies because I'm so attached to her as a person because she was the first I played all the way through a lifespan of once we had infants. Like, she was the first infant that I ever played with. So when she passes away, I'm gonna be really, really sad. There's some history behind this family now. A short life one, oh, that's gonna be even worse because you're gonna get have just enough time to get attached to them, and then they're gonna pass away. Short lifespan's brutal. I don't know if I could do it. Octopi have 9 hearts. One, I was gonna say one for each leg, but that's one for each leg and one in the chest. All right, Melody. I guess you can come do some yoga. And Tobias, where are you? Are you zooming still? He's still got the zoomies. That's fine. Difficulty is also, yeah. Yeah, true. And you don't make as much money because you don't usually make it to the top of the career in short lifespan. Because that's been the problem with this family is that, like, since Gen 3, we have always had, like, sufficient money. And when I say sufficient, I mean I gave away $500,000 when the last member of the family moved out because I was just like, I don't need it. I don't need $500,000. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna fuck with an octopus ever. I've seen them do some smart ass shit. I think that they are like capably intelligent. Death is inevitable. No, who just died? Serenity died? Serenity wasn't even an elder. Oh my god, no. What happened? Oh my god, neighborhood stories. What happened? There's no way. What happened? The Tamura household adopted a dog. It's all my family now in the world. Watson family moved in. Faduka household moved in. They're expecting a baby. She died because she heard a dad joke and laughed a little too hard. Serenity. Oh my god. I can't believe that. Wow. Okay, we have to go grab her grave then. I mean, honestly, I've heard some good dad jokes, yeah. It's not as bad as Blake, the last person in our family to die to neighborhood stories, was wearing a sweater during a heat wave in the middle of fall, and he died because he overheated. Um, so I'll accept laughed a little too hard, I guess. Oh my goodness. I thought it was going to be Jasper or Julia because they're the elders of the family. Um, oh yeah, I remember hearing about that actually, Echo. Take a bit of pleasure from dying from it, yeah. Yeah, that is, because then you get to tell the joke that killed you. But then you have the embarrassing thing of if you tell the joke that you died at laughing, like literally died, and they don't laugh. Ooh, brutal. But um, you do get to tell that joke for eternity, and you obviously enjoyed it. So you like dad jokes. They don't care. That's true. The magic of a dad joke. All right, so we should get to know these people as well because they are family members who we will not get to interact with otherwise. And then we should come grab Serenity's grave. Oh my god. Poor Serenity. The dog just pooped on the child. Because at the second that the poop was down, the child stepped in it. So the dog pooped on Leonardo. And good. Okay, I've met both of them. The child got confidence up, of course. The dog chose me out of everyone to poop on. It's an honor, really. Alright. Hiroto Matsumoto. Into the relevant gays, because he is a relevant gay. Technically. Can have two thingies, so they can have two different two vaginas? Is that what you mean? Or like two uteruses, two uteri. Very main character, absolutely. Actually, that's not even. He's just a side character. He's like my cousin's son, I think. I don't even remember where Serenity is in the family tree anymore. Hold on a minute. Let's take a look at this. From the start, from the top, make a drop. Where is Serenity? um. Okay, so she's my niece's, or he is my niece's son. It can happen more often than you think. I just feel like, how do you have space for two uteruses? Like, where's the other ovaries and stuff, you know? Oh yeah, no, Serenity's dead, dead. I'm not bringing back somebody who wasn't main family. We brought back Blake because he died when he was, like, literally just moved out. Um, and he was in our household for a while. Serenity was never in our household. We, like, barely knew her. I knew her, but, like, not really. Oh, yeah, Melody, when she passes away, unfortunately, we are going to keep her dead as well. Because if they die of old age, I'm not. I gotta let them go, you know? We gotta leave the legacy for the family, because this is the legacy challenge. No, I'm not gonna ghost her. We do have Kelly is a ghost and still lives in the world. She was the founder of the Legacy family. She still lives in the world, but everyone else, I made the decision a while back to let them pass. I can't keep everybody forever. However, Verona or Kaylin here is a vampire. And because her and her spouse are both vampires, because she married Lilith, both of these guys will be vampires probably. So there are going to be some immortal members of the family now, but in the main house, I figured it's best just to let them pass away, keep everybody moving through the household, you know? My god, I can't believe how much Randolph looks like John. That's so funny. Yeah, they had science babies. Um, Kaylin had one science baby, and then Lilith had one science baby. So, God, the family tree is really huge these days, honestly. I don't actually know. I've never played with vampires before. Um, Kaylin is like my very first vampire. So, your guess is as good as mine. I had to look up whether or not she was going to be a werewolf, Veronica. And she didn't wind up being one. But they weren't, or she wasn't a science baby. She was Ernesto. I enabled pregnancy, and then they had a baby. Um, but that, I believe, still carries the chance of being a werewolf. We gotta go put down the family graves here. Because I think we still have Lillian's, too? Maybe? We have a couple graves in our inventory, if I remember correctly. Bathing in the waters? Kaylin? I usually have her take a shower, I think. Is there a special vampire bathing? Bum 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 ba dum bum bum. Okay. Whose graves do we have here? Peanut. Oh my god. Poor Peanut. We're really running out of space here for pets. We have Fifi. And we have Serenity. Oh, whoops. I took a screenshot of the pet graves. We love to see it. God, Serenity was Blake's niece. So I guess that's more, yeah, over here. So Serenity gets put right there. And I'm gonna write on hers. I told you it wouldn't work. What a thing to engrave on a grave. Oh my god. Died laughing at a dad joke. Yeah. And then here we have Blake's 2 graves, because he did die twice. Do I have any pictures of Serenity on me? I don't know if I have pictures of Serenity, period. But we'll find out, I guess. We have Julia, Blake, Kelly, Mochi, Lillian. Vikram, oh my god. Tobias and Ernesto. Cadence. Melody and Lillian, which I think actually I'm going to put this over here. Just so we already have a photo over here, even though Melody's not in here yet. More Tobias and Ernesto. More Mochi. Oh my god, Lamanda did pass away, that's correct. We gotta put a grave over here for Lamanda. I forgot about that. I can't believe it. So we'll have to go into build mode in just a second here. That one can get sold. And the rest of these go back in here. Too many pictures. I take way too many pictures in this game. Alright. Build mode, we put down a llama and a llama hedge. Or a grave and a llama hedge. Poor Lamanda. You feel smart from reading all the little things. Just do. I got you. I got you. If you're a werewolf, kid. Yeah, she does have actually the dormant wolf gene. But if she was a wolf, we would know by now because you find out when they're a teenager, and she is a teenager. Oh, if you bathe in the pond, you turn into a werewolf? Interesting. I didn't know. Alright. That's a good enough spot for Lamanda. So let's head home then, I guess. Yeah, she would have turned into one tonight then. I don't think she's a werewolf. She does have the dormant wolf gene, though, which is funny. Because if she's not a werewolf, she doesn't really have a dormant wolf then, right? Oh. Is that how you're supposed to become a werewolf? Because when Tobias became a werewolf, I just had, the leader of one of the clans give me a cursed bite. That's how you awaken her gene. Interesting. Okay. Tobias is the first werewolf that I've ever played with. So I don't know any of this stuff either. I don't want Veronica to be a werewolf, though. I'm done with the whole werewolf thing. Once Tobias dies, we're not doing that again. They're fun. They're fine. I don't want to do another one in the Legacy family. Okay, so Melody, I guess you can come make some nectar then. Ernesto, you should be asleep. Because it's 2:50 a.m. See, I like vampires more than I like werewolves, actually. But I agree with you, I'm not a big fan of either, really. It just feels like, they could be a little better. Ugh, Tobias, I'm gonna send you on a timeout still. You still can't turn back into being a human for some reason. Go there. Go have the zoomies somewhere else. Bum 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 ba-dum. Oh my god, my computer making these whirring noises is bumming me out lately. I'm not a big fan. Yes, I do have some moon petal actually. I have 3 of them. At least I think I do. I know I have one, at least one. I'm pretty sure it's 3. Because we have some on Tobias's bookshelf here. Some moon petal nectars. Does that, um, like turn them into a werewolf? Or is that just like something that only werewolves can enjoy? Helps them to stay calm. Interesting. I don't know if I can make that yet. No, it doesn't seem to be. I'm nectar making level 4. Do you need to be level 5, or do you just like need to have one in your inventory for it to show the slot? So we can just grab this one real quick, pop it into Melody's inventory, and find out, I guess. Hmm. I don't see it. Interesting. Interesting. Order it from the bar first. I gotcha. One of those. I gotcha. We can probably go do that. I don't know if I want to do it right now, but because we just got back to the house and sent everybody back to bed from it. There's so much spoiled food in your inventory. What are you doing, girl? Thanks, Samantha. Welcome on in. How you doing this morning? It is one of my more favorite houses that I've ever wind up doing. Which is surprising, because there's not a whole lot of purple options, and this is like the purple house. I just kind of had to work with what I had. And I do think it came out well. So I appreciate that. this one can evolve. Nice, nice. Oh my god, I haven't even thought about the chickens. Teensy and Tiny, how are you? And Sugarfoot, what are you getting up to? Hello? Are you going to tell me how you are? Do you have needs that need to be fulfilled? Good, good, excellent, and good. Okay. Kerrigan's playing in the broken sink. We love to see it. Tobias, when did you get back in the house? You're gonna scratch up the chair. Oh my god, this is why I sent you on timeout, my man. Not a builder. Good but not playable. The one problem with this house that I have is that it is incredibly large. It's just hard to keep track of everybody all at once sometimes. It's very playable. They don't even really like glitch through the walls like they have in some of my houses. But it is a little easy to lose a sim here as well. If you invite over like 3 or 4 sims at once, you're not going to know what's happening in the house at any given moment. But thank you, I appreciate that. When it comes to building for my families, I do try to build like very playable houses versus if I'm just building for building, you know? Tobias, you can come make a candle now. Like I told you 2 hours ago, and you just didn't feel like doing. Ernesto, you can be awake now. That's fine. 5 o'clock is a good wake-up time. Melody's on mopping duty. What else are you mopping up? Kerrigan is sick. And pooping. Pooping rainbows. Ooh. Large rainbow pet poop. We love to see it. I think Tobias has the vet treats. Yeah. You don't have the ranch pack yet. Oh, well, if you do wind up getting it or have the money to, it is worth it. It is very, very good, both build and play style wise. I'm enjoying it a lot. Um, but honestly, no. Right now, we're just playing through the Legacy family. There's no big goals going on right now. We're just trying to make it through the Legacy. We're on Gen, I think 6 now with Veronica. She's our Gen 6 heir. And Tobias was our Gen 5, and Melody's our Gen 4. Yeah, some are a little hit and miss these days, but a lot of what you see down is actually from the ranch pack, like the pillars here, the floor, I believe, the like plating on the ground there. Like a lot of the new stuff is stuff that I wound up using. um, yeah. Judge Decor. Why are you being like Lillian lately, my man? Oh, it's cold in the house too. Oh my god, did I put down a thermostat in this house? I like don't remember doing so. Holy cow. And this is the first time that's come into play. We've been in this house for like a month. Whoops. Put that right at the entrance. Because I just feel like that's probably the best place for it. I don't know if they can reach that there, though. Set thermostat warmer. Alright, you should wake up now and come get something to eat as well. Is my coffee pot gone? What happened to my coffee pot? Ugh. I don't even... You know, it's a question for another time, not now. The ranch hand is buggy. I actually haven't used the ranch hand at all yet, so that could be the case. So far, it seems like everything else seems to run pretty smoothly. I haven't really fooled around with a lot of the horse stuff, just because I only have a baby horse so far. I haven't been able to like ride it or anything yet. But the horse gameplay seems really cute, and I liked the goat, but Kaylin, our last family member, bought the goat apparently, and then I moved her out. And when it moved her out, it registered that she was the one who owned the goat, so it moved the goat out with her. So we no longer have a mini goat. But that was also super cute. I really did enjoy the gameplay of that as well. But I'm mostly a builder when it comes down to it for packs. Like, I don't even really care about the gameplay. Gameplay could be total shit. If the build set is great, I'll love the pack. It doesn't even matter. So I can't really speak too much on like the live mode stuff, but the build stuff has been fantastic. I love it. I don't actually know how long till Sugarfoot grows up. I don't know if you can find out the age of a horse. It like doesn't. We don't have like a this section, you know. In your relationship. Oh. The profile maybe. 2 more days. Okay, okay, good to know. That is good to know. You're sad and wanting to talk to Veronica? Mm, no, you should go do some mind-centering yoga. Yukido, welcome on in. How you doing this morning? We love a morning stream. I'm tired, but I'm doing alright. I'm glad it's Friday. Oh my god. I'm so glad that I just don't even have to care about anything else once today is done. But, you know, then the week will start again. We'll be right back where we are. So far, his only skill is temperament. Are you able to gain more as a baby horse? Because I haven't fooled around with like any of this stuff, the jumps and all that, because it seems like you can't do it with a baby horse. Um, his temperament is 4. He's getting pretty close to 5, I think, actually. I'm pretty sure. Because I do come out and talk to him, like, quite frequently. Yeah. I'm missing 2 temperament. Okay. I want it to be level 6 then. I'll have Melody come talk to Sugarfoot then. We'll come hang out with him. With her, I think, actually. Yeah. Gotcha, gotcha. Appreciate the tips. Because, yeah, I have not hung out with horses in this game before. I don't know what's going on with them. You're still candle making. You can come get some food in a second here. Veronica. It's a Sunday and you don't have anything to do, actually. So maybe you can come talk to the horse instead, actually. Not the horse poo. For reasons. We love it. I love reasons. Alright, Melody, actually stop doing yoga. Go talk to the horse. Ernesto, please go to the bathroom before you pee yourself. Veronica, I don't know why you're in here. You should work on video gaming, maybe. Oh my god. Sims really just will put a plate anywhere. On a computer desk, on a bookshelf, the top of a bookshelf, like, does not matter. If it's a surface, they'll put it there. Melody, why are you dressed like you're taking a bath in the middle of winter? Change outfits, please. Put on your winter outfit. Please don't freeze to death. Where's Sugarfoot? Okay. Never mind. Sugarfoot's right here. It's all good. Tobias finished his candle. We love to see it. Temperament level 5. Heck yeah. Yeah, we can get to temperament level 6 in a day. Or 2 days. That's fine. We can manage that somehow. Ernesto, what are you doing? You're gonna go light the fireplace? He dislikes industrial decor? Well, my guy, then stay out of the barn. I don't know what to tell you there, Ernesto. What were you even doing? Mischief? Can you troll the TEF forums yet? I think that's socialize? Yeah. Come troll the TEF forums. Tobias, you can make another candle when you're all done here. A rectangular one this time. Caitlin Bjergsen is congratulating us on becoming friends with our cousin. Cool. I forgot that Veronica had a crush on Mickey. Because I kind of figured we were going to date Guadalupe. Just because I really like the name Guadalupe. I think it's a really good name. It's got good mouthfeel. Melody, when you're done going to the bathroom, do you want to do the laundry? Ernesto, no. You're not gonna go do that. You're gonna go work on your social skills still. Troll those TEF forums. Randolph thinks Veronica is swell and wants to be best friends. You're like great, Randolph, and everything, but I don't think I know anything about you other than you're evil. That is the one thing that I remember about you. So, No. Also, does that mean you're here? Since fucking when, dude? When did you get here? And now he's sad because he thinks that we hate him. Made up problems. That's your fault, dude. I think. Well, I'm still paused here for a second. I'm going to go make myself a cup of coffee and potentially go to the bathroom as well because the last one's hitting. So give me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be right back. And let me actually put it on a be right back screen for once. That's the wrong one. It's this one. Yeah. All right. Be right back, guys. Okay. Welcome back, everyone. Um, what were we doing? What was everything? Right, Randolph is here. Randolph, go home. What are you doing here? Get out of here. Accused of moving too fast. Yeah, go home, please. And Melody's doing laundry, right? I need to keep an eye on that. Laundry's one of those things that you gotta stay there while they're doing it, you know? Also, Yukito, I don't know how I missed that there you're going to Spain for a wedding next week. That's exciting. I've never had to travel for a wedding. I've also only been to like 4 or 5 weddings total. And half of those were for my mom. So I always feel rude when I've missed a message in chat like that though. Lillian wants to go to the flea market with Ernesto? Or are you calling? Yeah, you're calling Ernesto. Interesting. Um, oh, yeah. I guess also when you live in Europe, it's a little easier to travel for a wedding versus in America to travel for a wedding because like you just have more countries within driving distance, within a travelability distance. Travelability is totally a word, but you know what I mean. Went to Italy for a wedding. Ooh. It's your boyfriend who usually gets invited. Yeah. Yeah. It does sound like a lot of effort and money still, even in Europe, honestly. Fun, I'm sure sometimes, but a lot of effort and a lot of money. And sometimes the lot of both of those takes away from the fun element. Oh my god, over 2K. See, that's why if I ever had a wedding, I could never have it abroad because asking your friends and family to like pay that much to come to your wedding, like I feel like that's rude. Like I feel like that's like incredibly like you want to come to my wedding? Oh my god, that's so funny. Pay lots of money. Like it feels just off to me. I don't like it. Because your side of the family's poor, yeah. Filter out all the peasants, yeah. I mean, you're right. You have a point there. If I am ever getting married to a king, we will have to have it in, somewhere where not just anybody can travel to. Planning to elope. Aw, that's cute. Frankly, if I ever got married, I wouldn't want it to be like a huge fucking ceremony like that. Like, I would like to elope too. Get it signed and do the paperwork, and then maybe afterwards we tell everybody and we have a big party about it, you know? I don't think I could do like a walk down the aisle to the music and like exchanging vows and all that. That's not me. I don't even really want to get married. I think it's a straight thing, frankly. It doesn't apply to me. Um, but if someone who I was with ever wanted to get married badly and I liked them enough, I would consider it. I don't want to. I don't see it in my future, you know? Getting married tomorrow. Somehow I doubt that, Echo. Only because usually you tell us about your relationships, and right now, as far as I remember, you are not in one. But maybe I'm wrong. I just also feel like you need a parent's signature to get married when you're under 18. Um, that I just learned last night. At least for America, that is true. Um, go to the court and get married there. Yeah, fuck a ceremony, honestly. Don't want to share your money with anyone. Yeah. See, that's the only reason that I think money or that marriage even makes sense at all is because you get the tax benefits of filing as a joint couple versus filing separately. Which like if the only reason we're getting married is for financial reasons, like it's not that's kind of not great either. You know, I just want to avoid it entirely, really, if I can. It's the same with children. I just don't. No thanks. I can barely handle myself. What do you mean someone else for eternity? Like, no. No, thank you. Like you see, so yeah. That's what I thought. Uh, Ernesto, come hang out with Teensy and Tiny. We haven't hung out with Teensy or Tiny today, and the horse pooped in here. Young adult, is that true? Ask if the evil chickens are coming. Yeah, come collect the eggs as well. We have a lot of eggs to collect. Where's Clean the chicken coop? Gather roaming chickens to coop. Melody, you can come take care of your plants now. We got a lot of plants growing. Timmy? Who's Timmy? Oof. Tobias. What's the plan? What's the haps? We work in 24 hours. What do we even... Other than fabrication, we're not really working on anything. Oh, from South Park. You know, despite having the same name as someone from it, really, I don't really pay attention to South Park. I haven't in a really long time. Tobias, you can come watch TV. I don't even want to deal with you right now. Veronica, you should eat. I don't even know what happened to the plate of a loaf that was up on there, but you should eat. Oh, we got a hatchable egg. And a green egg. Hold on a minute. A hatchable egg. What do we do with that? Incubate and coop. Butters. What do you mean, how do I have the same name? What do you call me literally 90% of the time, and what is one of the characters of South Park's name? Tobias is hitting a midlife crisis. Oh no, what type of crisis are you having? Oh, not a terrible one, actually. Ow. My computer's getting really hot. Oh, no, not IRL, no. um, Tobias, can you cook gourmet things yet? Because if you can, maybe that's what we can work on next. Cook a grand meal, cook canning. No, I guess we could just have you cook then. That can be the next skill that you work on. Because Melody's not going to be around forever. Wait, before you leave, Ernesto, come hang out with Teensy as well. Or sorry, this is Tiny. Asked to explain chiculation. Maddie, welcome on in. How you doing this morning? Good to see ya. We simmin'. Veronica? Take a shower. Tobias. Don't contemplate your life. Just go start cooking things. That's the only advice I have for anybody having a midlife crisis. Just start cooking things. Why are people just walking into my house today? Guadalupe, what the fuck? I mean, you're got a great name and I enjoy your presence, but like you just stroll right the fuck into my house? Not acceptable. Guadalupe wants to go to prom with me. Okay, sure. But Veronica really is popular. Everybody wants to hang out with her like literally all the time. Every single sim she ever meets is like, oh my god, we should hang out for the rest of eternity. While you're sleeping, I'm gonna want to talk to you. While you're eating, I'm gonna want to talk to you. Tobias, what are you doing? No, 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 no. Come cook. Having lunch? Heck yeah. What you having for lunch? My lunch is almost always a sandwich. Because I work at a sandwich place. It's a deli, but, I mean, we make sandwiches there. That's like the thing. Guadalupe. Um, I'm sorry that I, like, talked to you about, my crush right after you invited me to prom. I queued that up before you invited me to prom. A Subway, hell yeah. Oh, Subway's so good. Just over the road, yeah. It's also usually just most convenient. Wow, okay, things are actually going really well with Guadalupe. We might just wind up hanging out with her. Can you cook for once, Tobias? What are you doing? I can't eat like a full foot long these days, though. That's just like a little too much food for me. All at once. Like a full foot long sandwich. I used to be able to eat a full one per day. It wouldn't even matter. You can, but you don't, yeah. That's fair. Yeah, I can, but I'll feel like bloated and like a little sick, you know? So I usually have just my usual everyday sandwich these days is I do honey turkey. No, it's regular turkey and honey ham with lettuce, tomato, olives, and onions, a little bit of barbecue sauce, and then a little bit of we have something called a Pepper House Gourmet's mayonnaise. It's like a like peppercorn mayonnaise that's like a savory. Ugh, fantastic. Um, and I have it on either white or wheat bread, whichever is more convenient at the time. I can't even do a 6-inch these days because the subs that we get are really really good, but they're like really like filling. I don't know how else to put it. They fill me up a little too much still, even with a 6-inch. Barbecue sauce on my titties. Exactly. Every day for lunch I put barbecue sauce on my tits. Good friends with Guadalupe already? Declare love publicly. Oh my god. We like just barely started flirting. What do you mean declare love? Also, what happened to our fucking coffee machine? It's just gone. It's not even like glitched out that it's not there. He's cooking there, so it's gone. Chicken and bacon, cheese toasted with lettuce, tomato, peppers, red onion, sweet corn, and gherkins. I forgot that you guys call it gherkins. Yeah, pickles. Am I being unhinged this morning? I feel like this is just me. What am I saying that's unhinged? Listing my sandwich order. My crazy sandwich order. I feel like I should be better about remembering the words that have just left my mouth, like, within the last 5 minutes. Because sometimes I'll say stuff and you guys are like, oh my god, butter! And I'm like, wait, what? What did I say? I'd say we're more of a Polish deli. Um, but but we have like sausages and stuff and meat. I don't I don't know what classifies as an Italian deli, honestly, off the top of my head. Just more prominent when you're listening, of course, of course. I don't know. I am who I am, I guess. You want a Subway? Yeah. It's funny that you guys call it. I know that this is like the thing in Britain, because you'll say like a Chinese or Italian, but it's funny that you'll call it a Subway. Because here in America, we would just say, I want Subway. So that makes me laugh a little bit. Not like at you or anything, but just differences in languages are so cool. I love it. Oh, so we just left Guadalupe standing down there? Come on now. How can you do this to your soon-to-be girlfriend? Actually, you know what? Yeah, send her home. You've got hunger and stuff to take care of. Sandwiches are pretty unhinged, it's true. I feel pretty unhinged making sandwiches all day, so I would believe it. And some people really don't know how to order a sandwich. Like, this one's not even me being a bitch. This is just my experience in having worked in both a Subway and the place that I work now, where people have total control over making a sandwich. Nobody knows how to start a sandwich. Because so many people will walk up to me and they're like, yeah, I'll have a sandwich and I want lettuce, tomato, um, American cheese. And I'm like, okay. I'm standing next to the meats that I have to slice to start your sandwich. Do you want to tell me what meat is on your sandwich so I can start it? Do you want to tell me what bread your sandwich is on so I can start the sandwich? Or are you just gonna list off things that don't matter until I have the sandwich started? So many people will just have no clue how to start a sandwich, even though like I feel like it's pretty like down to a science these days. You start off with the meats and the cheeses, and then you go on to the vegetables. That's like the whole structure of a Subway, which is something that everybody knows. And still, people walk in to order a sandwich, and they start off with like, "Yeah, can I get mayo? Um, American cheese? Like, okay, on what? What do you want me to put those on? You want to just squirt mayo on the thing and then wipe it up with some bread when you tell me the bread later? Like, start with your bread and your protein. Yeah. Bread, meat, cheese, salad. Exactly. I feel like that's not like complex and that's not me being a bitch. That's just like common knowledge. And nobody knows it. Yeah, that too. The people who are in line for a good 20 minutes talking to people, and then you like, hey, what can I get for you? And they're like, oh, um, and you're like, what the fuck? You've just been standing here the whole time. You didn't even think a little bit about anything that you wanted to eat. Like, motherfucker. I hate it. I can't deal with it. And maybe that's again, maybe I'm the odd one out there because like not everybody has social anxiety and, repeats everything that they're going to say in their head for 20 minutes before they actually say it. Um, but at least once, man. Some people need a little more social anxiety? Await roses? What the fuck is await roses? Is that a sandwich store? Alright, everybody's eating. You can go get something to eat too, Ernesto. Actually, don't you have work right now? Yeah, you have work an hour ago, actually. Go to work. A what? Randolph, I can't go to the prom with you. I'm already going with Guadalupe. Also, why are you still in my house? Randolph, go home. Why are you here? Get out of here. Leave. Everybody's just walking into my house uninvited today. A supermarket. Oh, okay. A British store. I got you. I got you. And why would that kill me? With prices? Just trust me, American prices are real bad right now, too. Minus me, yeah. I guess I'm not technically in chat, though. I'm who you guys are chatting at, so I'm not technically a part of chat. Chat might be fully British, though, right now. Maddie, Echo, Cozy, Yukito. I don't know if ever considered not losing is British. I don't know if we know the nationality. Just need Panda to jump in as well, yeah. And Nico. I mostly have British followers, which is so funny to me. It's not what I imagined when I started streaming. A brave assumption there. Okay, there might be another American here with me. Although that's also a brave assumption. A brave and frankly rude assumption. If I wasn't American and someone assumed I was American, I would take that as an insult, frankly. Lily, what's going on? Don't you have a husband, Lily? Go for it. Still wouldn't do a weekly shop there, yeah. A Britallion, I got you, I got you. American or Scouse? Scouse is a type of British, right? A meeting, no worries, Cozy. Yeah, I'm probably headed out in the next half hour or so I'm probably going to be gone. Thank you so much for hanging in chat, and good luck in your meeting. Have a lovely rest of the day. I'll see you. I will be streaming later on, though, so maybe I'll see you later on. Scouse is from Liverpool. Okay, right. Well, being an American has not done me well, so considering how little context I have for what being a Scouse means, I'll choose being Scouse. Mancunian is from Manchester. That one I've never heard. Geordie and Brummie I've heard before. Um, but Mancunian, that's a new one. I wouldn't know where they're from at all. Um, I just know that they're like different accents. Because there's this lady that'll pop up on my TikTok every once in a while, and she can do like 30 different accents, and she'll just do a TikTok where she says the same sentence, but in like Geordie, in Scouse, in Brummie, in Irish, in Scottish, in Australian, in New Zealand, and like she'll do the whole 9 yards. And she's good. She's better than I could ever hope to be at accents. Yeah, she's great. I don't follow her, but she pops up every once in a while. A hot Insta guy who does accents. I might need more info. Hot guy who's into languages or language-based things. I might need to know more. Called the accent guy. All right, all right. Googling that later. Why are you feeling flirty, girl? Oh, from the voices in her head talking to her about romance. Not another horse poop. That one's not even. I can't even clean that one up. It's not on my property. Thank you, Yukito. Yeah, hot and into language stuff. 9 times out of 10, I'm interested. Tobias, why is your hygiene so bad all of a sudden? Oh my god, it's Lowbro! What? Supreme villain extraordinaire and my personal hero. Oh my god, I forgot Ernesto's a villain. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ask for an autograph or play it cool and walk on by. Ask for an autograph. Oh no! I got Ernesto beat up by the henchman. Whoops. Well, that's fine. I hope you have a lovely day at work anyway. I can't believe I forgot that he is a supervillain. Alright, Veronica, you can probably go take a nap. Because you have school tomorrow. And I need your sleep schedule to be fixed. Panda, welcome on in. Now we got all the Brits. Actually, no, Nico still needs to pop in. But how you doing this morning, Panda? Welcome on in. We were talking about, I guess it was, what was the name of it? The Waitrose? Yeah, Waitrose. And then we had to figure out if everyone in chat was British or not. You're here. God, I don't want to go to work today. Capitalism's so stupid. I want to just be here playing Sims now for the rest of the day. Except I do want to play Sunhaven later, so we will probably play Sunhaven still. Yeah, late shifts. Oh my god, I don't miss them. I always, I like working in the evening because you get, a little bit of day to yourself before you go in, and it's nice. But there's something to be said about being done with your workday by, 2 or 3 p.m. that just, that's the schedule for me. I can't do late shifts these days. That's my me time, you know? By that time of the day, I've already run out of energy. There's no way I could, run a shift, you know? I actually kind of vaguely miss the days when I was working at Dunkin', and my schedule was 6 a.m. Or no, was it 7 a.m. or 6 a.m.? It was 6 because I woke up at 4 to leave my house at 5 to get there for 6. It was 6 to 2 was my regular shift time, and that was really, really good because I would get out and I still felt like I had the rest of the day to do stuff. But if you're if you work at 6 p.m. like I used to at Forever 21, it's like, all right, well, I can't really go anywhere or do anything today because I have to make sure that I'm like ready for work. I can't go get drunk. I can't like, tend to my dragon fruits that hard. like, um, it's no good. It feels like you're sitting around waiting to go to the shift. Yeah. The ADHD paralysis. Yeah, I work at 6, so I have to be ready at 5:30. So I have to start getting ready at 5, which means I have to be ready to start getting ready at 4:30. which means that at 4 I should probably stop doing anything that I'm like really invested in because I want to make sure that I'm ready to start getting ready at 4:30. Terrible. Your shift at 6 starts at like 2 a.m. because of all the things that you got to do leading up to it. Yeah, I don't miss working nights at all. And I don't miss closing either, because closing is the worst. I hate working past when I'm scheduled to. Like if I'm scheduled till 6 p.m., you best believe that by 6 p.m. I am out those doors. I am not in the building anymore. So closing when you like, it's 6 and then you have to do all the closing stuff afterwards, I fucking hate that. That is the worst thing in the world to me. So I don't like closing. Because half the time I'm leaving before the scheduled time. If I'm scheduled to leave at 6, I'm out the door at 5:55. Like, you got enough work out of me for the day, I'm gone. Ugh, a fire? Really? Again? We're back to this? Tobias, put yourself out, please. Don't even worry about it, guys. Everything's fine. Tobias, you can take a shower in here now. The free food is nice. That is good. You should get it anyway if you work anywhere around food. Um, but I appreciate that they do give it to you. If you work even like close to the food industry, I feel like you should get free food from the place that you work at because it's really hard to work around food and not get hungry. Like it's nearly impossible. I feel like no matter who you are. Um, so you should always be given free food if you work near food. IMO. You know what? You can actually go get some food, Veronica. Leftover cakes and pastries. Yeah, ooh, that's nice. I did close at Dunkin' Donuts once, and we were allowed to take as many donuts as we wanted, which was fucking stellar. And at that same time period of my life, I was also working at a pizza shop. Um, and I did get to take home any of the sliced, like the pizza that was for slices at the end of the night, which oftentimes meant I was going home with nearly a full cheese pizza at the end of the night for free, which was. I lived off of pizza during that time of my life. Pizza and donuts. That was my main food groups. Yeah, I actually got a thing of bread, like a bag of bread from that yesterday. It was just out of date, and the guy was like, "I'm gonna throw it out anyway. Do you want it?" I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I guess if it's free bread, I might not use it, but I'll take it home and see what I can do." Yeah, most of the time it's fine if it's a couple days past the date. The one thing that I like won't fuck with if it's past the date is dairy. Like anything else, as long as it looks good, it's probably fine. Anything dairy, I will not eat it if it is past the date. Half the time, I won't even eat it if it's like on the date because I don't fuck with dairy. Tropical juice and blueberry muffins. Oh, that sounds delicious. That's a solid breakfast right there. Why is everything in this house always broken? Aren't these, like, upgraded to not break? Oh. Maybe not, actually. Juice is one of those things. You have one glass and, like, already half the thing is gone, you know? And then someone else has one glass and they're like, oh my god, that was good. And you just, it's already gone. One of the last times I hung out with one of my friends, we got a bottle of, what was it? It must have been wine or something. It was some sort of alcohol. Um, and we each had a glass, and then we each went back for one more glass, and that was the whole bottle. We each had like two full glasses, and that was it. And I was like, excuse me? How is that out already? What do you mean? And that just kind of seems to be the case for like most things these days. They're like not really into giving you a whole lot when you buy a product. It gives you an upset stomach. Oh. I wonder if it's just a little too like rich for you. Or like too sweet or something maybe? I don't know. I'm trying to think of what in juice would be like not would be like too much for your stomach, but I can't think of anything. Acidic, yeah, that might do it, yeah. Yeah, a lot of juices are pretty acidic. I kind of forget that sometimes. I don't think about the stuff that's in the stuff that I consume a lot of the time. It's not my priority. I just eat it. Probably what does it, yeah. Yeah, like orange juice is pretty acidic. I think apple juice is like mildly acidic. Um I don't know about like grape juice or like cranberry juice. Um but I would imagine that probably, yeah. Oof. Yeah, that'll do it. I love wine, but it knocks me the fuck out. Like one glass and I will be like passed out on the couch. I won't even be drunk yet from it and I will be out for the count. Yeah, probably it was probably the empty stomach that really did it for you. But I can understand not wanting to drink wine after that for a little while. Um, that's just how alcohol is sometimes. You have a bad experience with it and it doesn't matter the context surrounding it. It's just not appealing for a little while. I don't really love vodka because most of the times I've thrown up from drinking have been from vodka. So and they were totally my fault. One of them was I drank beer then vodka then beer then vodka. So that one was on me. But it did sour the taste of vodka for me a little bit. I don't really want it anymore. I'm not a big beer guy, really. I prefer ciders or like a ginger beer type of thing. But like a regular like hoppy beer, it's too bitter for me. I don't like bitter stuff that much. Spilled the curry sauce all over yourself. Oh no. Yeah. Vodka is so terrible in general. I don't like the experience of drinking it, and most of the time that I have, I've had a bad time. So, like, overall, I'm just not a fan. Fruitier beers, yeah. Or a sour beer. I don't know if I've ever tried a sour beer. I've had some fruitier beers, and they're still not. I don't love them. They're not terrible. I think Shock Top had like an apple type beer that I enjoyed. Um, but the other ones that I've had, I think, were mostly ciders, not beers. So I don't know. I'm not usually a beer person. I prefer wine in general, even though it knocks me the hell out. I come really close to a cider. I'll have to look into them. Usually when I have beer, it's because someone's is like, I have some beers. Do you want one? I don't buy beer. I don't seek it out. I can't even remember the last time that I drank in my own house, like of my own accord, having bought the liquor. I think it's been years. So I don't know if I'll ever actually get the chance to try a fruity beer because the only time I ever consume beer is at other people's houses. But I'll keep an eye out. I'll keep a lookout. I'm with you, Panda. It's just not really my thing. If it's all there is to drink, I'll drink it. I'm not picky. But I'm not gonna actively seek it out. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna choose it by choice. Death by Cherries. See, the names of them sound appealing a lot of the time, and that's what pulls me in. Like, there's like a chocolate stout that my parents used to get, and I was always like chocolate alcohol? That sounds delicious. And then I actually tried it once, and I was like, oh, yuck. Fucking disgusting. I finished it because that's all. I opened it, I'll finish it, but it was not chocolate. It was not satisfying. So I don't trust the flavor titles of beer because they have tricked me before. I'm with you. I'll prefer water, I think. I'll be good on the beer. I've also I've also heard that most people who say that they like beer have told me that it is an acquired taste, that you have to get through not liking it to like it. And I don't have that level of dedication to a food I don't like. I know chocolate stouts don't have chocolate in it. The name tricked me, okay? I thought it would taste vaguely chocolate-ish, even if it doesn't have chocolate in it. I thought it was like a mocha, you know? It was not. A mocha beer. It was just hoppy. It tasted like hops. An acquired taste. Yeah, they're a beer critic. They use a different malt. Interesting. Milk stout doesn't have milk in it. Well, that wouldn't sound appealing to me anyway, so I'm not worried about that one. I ate a bit when I was trying to become a comedian. I had like written a joke about wine tasting because I do feel like it is really fucking silly. Because the method for it is you're supposed to swirl it around the glass to like aerate it, and then you sniff it before taking a small sip, swishing it around in your mouth, and then spitting it out so you get the full experience of wine. Which I don't know about you, I've never had to spit out a food to get the full experience of it. And I wouldn't consider anything where there is a spit bucket involved to be all that classy. So it always struck me as kind of silly in general. Because if I'm going to a wine tasting, I am glug 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 tasting that wine. You know what I mean? So I had a joke about that. It never got fully fleshed out because I only dived into being a comedian for like a month. But yeah, it's silly. I'm with you. I never pay more than $10 for a bottle of wine because it all tastes the same to me. So why would I pay like $300 for a bottle of fancy wine that's going to taste like marginally better than the bottle of $10 wine that I can get way easier? Like, if you pay, I'm with Aubrey Plaza on this from Parks and Rec. If you pay a lot for wine, you're an idiot. There is a fine wine for like $15 that is the same type of wine. I guarantee it. Grab that barefoot, grab that yellowtail, like one of the main brands, and just roll with it. You know. To be fair though, those brands are also really sweet wines, and a lot of people really don't like sweet wines because it gives them really bad hangovers, which I can understand. I don't get hangovers from sweet alcohol. I don't really get hangovers, period. But I don't get hangovers from sweet alcohol, and other people seem to like very much get them. So I can understand not liking it for that reason. But if you don't get that, $10 wine's totally fine. Came in a champagne bottle. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, Panda. I'm not a big drinker. I'll go out with a friend and like have a drink or something every here and there, but I'm not like I'm more of a smoker. I don't really have fun going out and drinking. I'm not a bar person. I don't sit around and drink my feelings. It's not really my thing. But like I'll go out with friends to a bar every here and there if that's what they ask me to do, you know? Wine's expensive. Nail varnish cleaner, huh? I think we had a very similar thing happen with uh mouthwash here in the US for a while, actually. Because I know that there's a little bit of alcohol in mouthwash, and people were using that to try to drink for a little while. But I think that was more during like speakeasy times, like when alcohol was illegal. Now it's pretty easy to get your hands on a 6 pack of beer, honestly. Cheap bottle wine for £3, yeah. Wine is usually pretty easy to find cheap here. There was a place that I used to live down the street from that I could get 2 bottles of wine for $10 each, and it was fantastic. It was kind of shitty wine, but it was like $10. So, um, however, it is approaching the time where I have to go get ready for work now. As much as I really don't want to, I would much rather sit here talking about literally anything with y'all. But I gotta get dressed soon. And yeah, Echo. Back in the 20s, the 1920s, not this 20s. The 1920s, they made it illegal to sell alcohol for a little while, but we had speakeasies. We had like secret bars that you could get into where people still served alcohol, but you would get arrested if you were found to be drinking because we had some like puritanical things going on. It was a very short period in history, but it was a period in history. On that note, thank y'all for hanging. Thank y'all for chatting. It's been a lovely way to start the morning. I really like the morning streams, and I wish that I would do them more. But it just makes more sense to go to the gym in the morning for me these days. So I treasure these Friday morning streams because they mean a lot to me. It's a really nice ease into the day to talk to people I like first. So thank y'all for hanging. Thank y'all for chatting. Have a lovely rest of the afternoon. I should be back for the 6 p.m. stream later on this evening. Until then,